The Indian Removal Act of 1830. Overview. The Indian Removal Act was signed into law by President Andrew Jackson on May 28, 1830. It authorized the U.S. government to negotiate treaties to relocate Native American tribes living east of the Mississippi River to lands west of the river. The act was passed to open lands for white settlers and to facilitate U.S. expansion. Background and context. During the early 19th century, white settlers and state governments increasingly pressured the federal government to remove Native American tribes from southeastern U.S. lands. These tribes, known as the Five Civilized Tribes, the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, and Seminole, had established communities in states like Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. Key provisions of the Act. The act allowed the president to grant unsettled lands west of the Mississippi in exchange for Indian lands within existing state borders. It provided funds for the negotiation of removal treaties. Participation was supposed to be voluntary, but pressure and force were often used. Implementation and impact. While some tribes agreed to relocation under pressure, others resisted. The Cherokee Nation famously took their case to the Supreme Court in Worcester v. Georgia, 1832, which ruled in their favor. However, the ruling was not enforced by President Jackson. The forced removal of tribes led to the infamous Trail of Tears, during which thousands of Native Americans died from disease, exposure, and starvation during their journey westward. Legacy. The Indian Removal Act and the resulting Trail of Tears remain a deeply controversial part of U.S. history. The act led to the displacement and suffering of tens of thousands of Native Americans and had long-lasting effects on their communities and cultures. It is now widely seen as a policy of ethnic cleansing and a dark chapter in the nation's expansion.